I simulated a situation where 51 nations fight over control for the US. Pause the game. I'm gonna put it at times 5 speed so that nations can expand and we can look at progress. Over in the east, it looks like the whole thing is colonized, and in the west, they're having a rough time with terrain issues. But eventually, the entire US is going to be conquered, and there's some nations falling already, and some peace deals. Looks like Windy is the winner in terms of area right now. He's in a big alliance with 3 people already, and absolutely dominating this state over here, but it looks like kind of a mix of Alabama and Mississippi, and they got an alliance of their own to combat this alliance. This alliance is at war with this alliance. Over here, it looks like there's an alliance going up against a big alliance, and they're actually making gains over here in the parts of Montana. And another person joins their alliance who I believe was on the team. This is a big alliance now. So let's see what's going on over here. So over here in Iowa area, there's a big alliance up here with Minnesota, parts of Minnesota and South and North Dakota fighting against this alliance down here, who was originally against this big Florida alliance, who has also expanded greatly. Looks like Wolf Bird has a little balloon hanging there. Michigan, Ohio, there's a fight between this guy and his New York, Pennsylvania ally, and a new war. Oh my gosh, that was such a turn of events. And there's an alliance over here too with Wisconsin and upper parts of Michigan, as well as all of New England, minus some of New York and Pennsylvania. And over here we have a war with that alliance, as it has ended now. And this alliance is looking pretty weak. But the Florida alliance is also losing territory, as they're going up against parts of lower Louisiana and Texas. And they're at a war with no kind of alliance, which is these guys. But Florida over here is sitting around doing nothing. And now these guys are fighting a big war over here. It's like they're slowly losing. But they mainly make a comeback against the Florida alliance. But they lost territory. They're fighting a 2-front war. And this is not good for them. Unfortunately, looks like they are going to die in defeat. But they are starting to build up in Wisconsin state. And they're back to oh my gosh, this big top guy, he's taking out the alliance single-handedly. As only has his military over here who's pretty useless, and he's fighting a 2-front war now. And he has made lots of puppet states over here. And very likely to integrate them into his country soon. He even puppeted Starvin, who was part of the Florida alliance, and now they're living up in above the East Coast, cutting New York country off from the coast. And New England looks like it's see what happens. They're taking out a lot of countries, and it's just all out chaos at this point. I have good feelings about this lower Louisiana and Texas territory uniting with Upper Texas. They're not uniting, they're having an alliance with, and that gives them a big advantage. Although Upper Texas just had a revolt, strong. Unfortunately, they took them out, and they allied with the other revolt. Oh, big revolts in this three-way country. Nice, right here. And they take out big parts, and they're taking out the rebels. Now, it looks like they could take out the Florida any second now, as Florida has no teammates, and they span up to maybe here. Oh my gosh, big war here. Oh, it turns out Florida does have teammates over here on the other side, but they might go down without Florida's help. And this guy, well, he has no teammates, and he is a puppet. Oh, I'm sure he's gonna make it. However, there's this guy up here who has a big alliance with parts of northwest Washington, spanning from top tips of Idaho and Montana. And it looks like because Lucky Alliance stands pretty vulnerable, as everybody is teaming up on him. However, he still has a chance. Still has a chance. Nobody wants to declare war on them right this second, which will give them a good time to build their money back up. Over here we have a two-way alliance with California and Nevada, basically. They were going up against this alliance, and they still are. Interesting. Oh my gosh, they are back at war, and they are starting to take parts of Washington and lower Idaho. But now they're at war with everyone, as Nevada leads the California West Coast Alliance, and he actually joins this one that makes kind of a spearhead and cuts off the West Coast, besides up here and a little bit of Montana. And this is a puppet. So, it looks like this alliance and this big country are owning mainly the entire world. Oh, this country is puppeting most of this alliance, and this alliance looks like it might fall soon. However, it does have a Western Texas ally join, which may be good for them. Now, there's this little country in the middle of this big country, and though he's allied, I wonder if he will be attacked soon, because he's right in the middle, and he could be considered a parasite. And what did I tell you, ladies and gentlemen? That was a quick war. I must have covered it without me knowing about it. Anyways, over here in Michigan, Indiana, it's looking like things are not going too well for them. But luckily, we only share one road, and that's the border with Big Island, most of the Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we saw a war for a second here between this country and this country, and it looks like Florida is beginning to fall. As one of them is Florida. Yes, I can't believe I'm saying this, but most of Texas, starting up in the middle of the country, who has no population in real life, has puppeted Florida. And Florida is now being forced to fight this Great Lakes East Coast power as he takes all of Ohio and spreads up into Michigan. Now, this may not be good for the rest of the East Coast, but he is all alone with no alliances. And yet, there's a revolt. He could die soon, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, he is running a little low on money, but he is sending money to his allies. And his revolt conquers more land. Let's see what happens next. There must have been a war I did not know about while I was looking at the West Coast. This guy has 2 puppets. One of them being New England. Can you believe this? Very interesting. And over here, I thought he looked like a puppet for a second. Oh my gosh! This East Coast team taking out all of Florida. And they have been heavily fighting with this Midwest country that started up here in what looks to be Iowa. This is an amazing turn of events for West Coast. So, let's see if he decides to go to an alliance with them, or if he decides to stay solo, because he could be taken out pretty quick if he decides to stay solo, as he is fighting an all-front war. All except for he has puppeted the country, and now that country looks to be his ally. Oh, no, it's his puppet. Interesting. He's integrated. And the Great West has lost most of the Florida Panhandle and is going to lose all of their countries. And this Iowan power looks to be the one to do it. They are also getting attacked by this giant West Coast country, and they are annihilating this part of Nevada, Idaho, and they are friends with this big power over here who could have the chance to take him out if they really wanted to. Now, there's a big war going on here, folks. And it looks like this is now part of their country, but the California West Coast country is looking to be trying to take them out. And folks, that will end part 1. We will continue this.